Okay, so welcome to Gatwick. We're on Gatwick Tower this evening. We've got ground below, we've got director above, and we've got London South above. Using runway 08 right, and we have got Speedbird 2201 just landed. Easy 92 Alpha Sierra. You probably can't see him because of the departure board. I'll tell you what, let's move. Easy 52 Whiskey November, Gatwick Tower. Good evening, hold Juliet 1. Easy 52 Whiskey November, Roger. Easy 92 Alpha Sierra, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
08 right, clear for takeoff, easy 92 Alpha, wind launch.
Speedbird 2201, welcome to Gatwick, hold short, Alpha November, contact Gatwick ground on 121.805, bye-bye.
Roger, we're holding position on the ground 121.805. Speedbird 2201, good evening.
Easy 52 Whiskey November via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
I have wait 08 right via Juliet 1, easy 52 Whiskey November.
Easy 92 Alpha Sierra, squawk mode Charlie.
Speedbird 25 Juliet with you on Juliet, holding Juliet 4.
Speedbird 25 Juliet, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 1.
Hold Juliet 1, Speedbird 25 Juliet.
Easy 52 Whiskey November, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 08 right, easy 52 Whiskey November.
Easy 897 approach from runway 08 right.
Easy 897 Gatwick Tower, good evening, continue approach, runway 08 right, number 1, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots.
Easy 897 continue approach.
Easy 92 Alpha Sierra, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
129.430, good night.
Easy 897, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Easy 897 clear to land runway.
Speedbird 25 Juliet behind the landing, EasyJet Airbus 319 on short final via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Line up and wait behind the EasyJet, Speedbird 25 Juliet.
Easy 52 Whiskey November, contact London Control on 129.430, have a good flight.
129.430, easy 52 Whiskey November, bye-bye.
Speedbird 25 Juliet, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 08 right, clear for takeoff, Speedbird 25 Juliet.
Easy 897, welcome to Gatwick. Hold short, runway 08 left, and contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Bye bye.
Easy 897, hold short, runway 08 left, and contact Gatwick ground. Sorry, 121.805. Bye bye.
Evening, Tower, EC1 Charlie review on Juliet 4.
Easy 41 Charlie, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 1.
Or Juliet 1, EC1 Charlie.
Speedbird 25 Juliet, squawk mode Charlie.
Mode Charlie, Speedbird 25 Juliet.
Speedbird 25 Juliet, thank you. Contact London Control on 129.430. Good night.
129.430, good night.
Right, let's see if I can move some bits so that we get a better view of what's going on around the airport. There we go. Now we can see the holding point. Got congestion. It appears to be the main thing at the intersection of Romeo and Juliet.
Tower, hello, Easy 95 Echo Romeo.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo, Gatwick Tower, good evening. The surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 95 Echo Romeo.
Easy 41 Charlie, behind the landing, company Airbus 320 on a 4-mile final. Via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Landing behind the arriving company traffic, EC1 Charlie.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo going around runway incursion.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo, roger. Inter go around.
Roger, right heading 180 degrees up to 3000.
Right, heading 180 degrees and climb 3000, and then to you.
And then to me, thank you.
Roger, thank you. Easy 95 Echo Romeo, turn right, heading 180 degrees, climb to 3000 feet.
Right, 180 climbing 3000, 95 Echo Romeo.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825.
Back to dictator 126.825, 95 Echo Romeo.
Gatwick Tower, hello, Air France 123, taxiing via Juliet 208 right.
Air France 123 Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 4.
Holding Juliet 4, Air France 123.
Easy 41 Charlie, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, easy 4 and Charlie.
I can't see MO Charlie.
Easy 32 Mike Alpha, Gatwick Tower.
I was just about to call you. Go ahead for 32 Mike Alpha.
Easy 32 Mike Alpha, Gatwick Tower, good evening, via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Hi, Juliet 1, line up, runway 08 right, easy 32 Mike Alpha.
Easy 41 Charlie, contact London Control on 129.430, bye-bye.
Everything control 129.430, thanks first, bye bye. 1 Charlie.
User joined your channel.
Easy 32 Mike Alpha, the surface wind 060 degrees at 4 knots, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 08 right, easy 32 Mike Alpha.
Air France 123 behind the departing EasyJet Airbus 320 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Landing up on 08 right, Air France 123.
Air France 123, you appear to be lining up on runway 08 left. Take next right onto Hotel and hold Hotel 1. Easy 32 Mike Alpha, contact London Control on 129.430, bye-bye.
Control on 129.430, thanks ATC, goodbye.
Air France 123, you are lined up on runway 08 left. If you make next right onto Hotel and hold Hotel 1.
Gatwick Tower, confirm that we are going through hotel and holding front 123.
Air France 123, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots via Hotel 1, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff to 08 right, and sorry again, Air France 123.
No worries.
Tower, hello again, Easy 95 Echo Romeo.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo, Gatwick Tower, hello again. Continue approach, runway 08 right, number 1. The surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots.
Continue, 95 Echo Romeo.
User joined your channel.
Pass message. Golf Golf Charlie Echo Sierra, routing overhead. If you can hand them to me with the field in sight, please.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo. Traffic information is a light aircraft at your 3 o'clock. They're routing to remain south of the field.
Looking, no, Easy 95 Echo Romeo.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo. The surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, Easy 95 Echo Romeo. Gatwick Tower, Golf Charlie, is remaining south of the field.
Golf Golf Charlie Echo Sierra, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Traffic information is an EasyJet Airbus 320 on a 1 mile final for runway 08 right.
So visual the traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Sierra.
Golf Golf Charlie Echo Sierra, above and behind the landing traffic. Cross runway 08 right via the 08 right threshold, report north side.
Above behind the landing 320 past the 08 right thresholds, report north side, Golf Charlie Echo Sierra.
Air France 123, contact London Control on 129.430, good evening.
129.430, good evening, F 123.
Gatwick Tower, hello. Eurowings 8 Papa Delta, we're taxiing on Juliet. We're going to be holding short of Juliet 1.
Eurowings 8 Papa Delta, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 1.
We're going to be holding Juliet 1, Eurowings 8 Papa Delta.
Eurowings 8 Papa Delta via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Line up via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, Eurowings 8 Papa Delta.
Vacated Easy 95 Echo Romeo.
Easy 95 Echo Romeo, welcome to Gatwick. Hold short Alpha November and contact Gatwick ground on 121.805.
Ground 121.805, cheers. Golf Charlie Echo Sierra north side.
Golf Golf Charlie Echo Sierra, roger, thank you. Contact Gatwick Director on 126.825. Have a great flight.
126-785, Gulf Coast Chatting, thanks, bye.
Eurowings 8 Papa Delta, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 0 right, Eurowings 8 Papa Delta.
Good evening, Eurowings 289 on Juliet, coming up on Juliet 1.
Eurowings 289 Gatwick Tower, good evening via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Eurowings 289 now via Jet 1, line up 08 right.
Eurowings 8 Papa Delta, we would like to request frequency change to Gatwick, please.
Eurowings 8 Papa Delta, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
Contact London Control on 129.430, have a great evening to you.
Eurowings 289, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Eurowings 289, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Hello, EV47 X-ray uniform on Juliet.
Easy 47 X-ray uniform, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 1.
Juliet 1, EV47 X-ray.
Eurowings 289, squawk mode Charlie.
Eurowings 289, sorry, squawk mode, Charlie is set now.
Eurowings 289, thank you. Contact London Control on 129.430. Good night.
129.430, Eurowings 289, have a great night, bye bye.
Easy 47 X-ray uniform via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
London 0 right by Juliet 1, easy 47 X-ray.
GMC, yeah. Roger, no worries. GMC, yeah. That EasyJet, you've got a Charlie 1. I don't mind if you want to hand him to me and I'll just taxi him round back to Bravo. Alright, no worries. Easy 47 X-ray uniform, surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 08 right, easy 47 X-ray.
Easy 47 X-ray uniform, contact London Control on 129.430. Have a great flight.
129.430, thanks, bye-bye, easy 47 X-ray uniform.
Where we've got a little stream of traffic, can we use Juliet 4 and Juliet 7, please? Yes.
Tower Easy 59 at Alpha Yankee, approaching, correction, taxiing to Juliet 1, and be advised we'll need 2 minutes before we're ready for departure.
Easy 59 Alpha Yankee, roger, hold Juliet 1.
Hold Juliet 1, Easy 59 Alpha Yankee.
Tower Easy 12 Kilo Delta with you, taxi Juliet 1 on Juliet.
Easy 12 Kilo Delta, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Can you depart from Golf 1 tonight?
Yeah, we can't do that, but we need a minute.
Okay, Easy 12 Kilo Delta, taxi, holding point Golf 1 via Golf.
Golf 1 by Golf, Easy 12 Kilo Delta.
And Easy 12 Kilo Delta, if you can advise when ready.
Will do.
Oh, sorry, Easy 6-4 Alpha Romeo.
Easy 6-4 Alpha Romeo, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Hold Juliet 4.
Juliet 4, Easy 6-4 Alpha Romeo.
Easy 59 Alpha Yankee, just advise when ready.
Wilco, Easy 59 Alpha Yankee.
Easy 1 Kilo Delta, update ready.
Easy 12 Kilo Delta, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots via Golf 1, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Big Golf 108 right, flip takeoff, Easy 12 Kilo Delta.
Gatwick Tower, good day, Speedbird 17719, that's runway 08 right.
Speedbird 1771, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 08 right, Speedbird 1771.
Easy 12 Kilo Delta, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
129.420, Easy 12 Kilo Delta, thanks.
And Easy 59 Alpha Yankee, correct, yeah, 59 Alpha Yankee is ready.
Easy 59 Alpha Yankee, behind the landing British Airways, Boeing 747 on a 3-mile final via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Behind the landing, British Airways 747, line up to runway 08 behind, Easy 4, correction, Easy 59 Alpha Yankee.
Easy 64 Alpha Romeo behind the departing company Airbus 319, just lining up at the full length. Via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
In sequence, line up behind the departing EasyJet, just lining up now, EasyJet for Alpha Romeo.
Easy 59 Alpha Yankee, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
08 right, cleared for takeoff, easy 59 Alpha Yankee.
Bird 1771, welcome to Gatwick. Hold short Alpha November and contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Good night.
Hold short Alpha November and Gatwick ground 11805, the Fever 1771. Thank you. Bye bye.
Easy 6311, Gatwick Tower.
Easy 6311 for D Juliet 1.
Easy 6311, Gatwick Tower. Good evening, hold Juliet 1.
Hold Juliet 1, Easy 6311.
Easy 6311, behind the departing company Airbus 319 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Behind the departing company A320 will line up and wait. Easy 6311.
Easy 64 Alpha Romeo, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Easy 64 Alpha Romeo.
Gatwick Tower, good evening, Gataro 76 Kilo, taxiing 26 right to holding point Juliet 7.
Gataro 76 Kilo, Gatwick Tower, very good evening, hold Juliet 7.
Gatwick Tower 83-1, Yankee Quebec, taxiing 26 right, hold short Juliet 7.
Easy 59 Alpha Yankee, contact London Control on 129.430, have a good flight.
129.430 and have a good evening, easy 59 Alpha Yankee, cheers.
Easy 31 Yankee Quebec, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 7.
Gatwick ground roll is easy 778, continuing taxi to Juliet 7.
Easy 778 Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 4.
I'm gonna hold Juliet 4, easy 778.
Lufthansa 144, Gatwick Tower.
Lufthansa 144 with you, holding Juliet 1.
Lufthansa 144 behind the departing EasyJet Airbus 320 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
After the departing Airbus A320, line up and wait, runway 08 right, Lufthansa 144.
Easy 6311, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
We're clear for takeoff, Easy 6311.
Easy 64 Alpha Romeo, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
129.430, Easy 64 Alpha Romeo, thanks, good night.
Lufthansa 144, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
08 right, clear for takeoff, only 144.
Easy 6311, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
129430. Thank you for your ATC Easy 6311.
Easy 31 Yankee Quebec behind the departing Lufthansa Airbus 380 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Easy 31 Yankee, line up and wait behind the departing aircraft.
Lufthansa 144, contact London Control on 129.430. Good night.
129.430, Lufthansa 144, have a good night.
Easy 778 behind the departing company Airbus 320 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Easy 778, gonna run, line up and wait behind the parking traffic.
Easy 31 Yankee Quebec, surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Easy 31 Yankee Quebec.
London Gatwick Tower, hello, Edelweiss 320 at flight level 250.
Edelweiss 320 Gatwick Tower, good evening, continue approach runway 08 right, number 1, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots.
Edelweiss 320, yes, 08 right.
Easy 778, the surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 08 right, please break off, Easy 778.
Easy 31 Yankee Quebec, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
129.430, have a lovely evening, Easy 31 Yankee Quebec.
Itaro 76 kilo behind the landing, Edelweiss Airbus 320 on a 5-mile final via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Behind the arriving traffic, line up 26 right, 08 right, behind. Guitar 76 kilo.
Edelweiss 320, am I clear to land?
Edelweiss 320, you weren't, but you are now. The surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Runway 08 right, clear for land, Edelweiss 320, thank you.
Easy 778, contact London Control on 129.430. Have a good flight.
Going for London Control on 129.430, easy 778, thank you for OATC. Bye bye.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Errant.
Last message. Roger.
Airline 611 Yankee, so I think it's the departure.
Airline 611 Yankee, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 7.
Hold Juliet 7, Airline 611 Yankee.
Inter. Request release Itaro 76 Kilo, Seaford 4 Zulu. Roger, 2-minute delay. Release time 37, roger.
Easy 256.
Easy 256, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Continue approach, runway 08 right, number 1. Surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots.
Continue approach, runway 08 right, number 1, clear to land.
Easy 256, negative, not clear to land. Continue approach.
Continue approach, sorry, I misheard it.
Easy 256, expect late landing clearance, reduce to minimum safe landing speed.
Minimum safe landing speed.
Last message. Sorry, repeat. Roger, thank you. Itaro 76 Kilo, surface wind 080 degrees at 5 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
76 kilo.
Edelweiss 320, welcome to Gatwick. Contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Good night.
Contact ground 121.805, Edelweiss 320, and thank you.
Tower Speedbus 64 at Juliet 6.
Speedbus 64, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Hold Juliet 4.
Juliet 4, Speedbus 64.
Easy 256, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
08 right, clear to land, easy 256.
Utaro 76 Kilo, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825. Good night.
Gatwick Director, Itaro 76 Kilo, goodbye.
A-line 611 Yankee behind the landing, EasyJet Airbus 320 on short final via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
I'm up behind the landing, airline 611 Yankee.
Gatwick Tower is 96 Juliet Charlie for Juliet 4.
Easy 96 Juliet Charlie, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 4.
Hold Juliet 4, easy 96 Juliet Charlie.
Easy 256, hold short, 08 left and contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Bye-bye.
Hold short, 08 left, ground 121.805, goodbye.
A-line 611 Yankee, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, A-line 611 Yankee.
Speedbird 64, hold Juliet 1.
Juliet 1, Speedbird 64.
Gatwick Tower, good evening. Speedbird 62 X-ray on Juliet.
Speedbird 62 X-ray, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 4.
Hold Juliet 4, Speedbird 62 X-ray.
Speedbird 64 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Line up 08 right via Juliet 1, Speedbird 64.
And Speedbird 64, there's going to be a short delay due to congestion.
No problem.
A-line 611 Yankee, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
Contact 129.430, thanks yourself.
Beaver 6-4, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 08 right, Beaver 6-4.
Tower Easy 74, actual SU 08 right.
Easy 74 X-ray, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Continue approach, runway 08 right, number 1, surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots.
Roger, copy the winds, continue approach Easy 74, actually, thank you.
Easy 96 Juliet Charlie, behind the landing company Airbus 319 on a 6-mile final. Via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Behind the landing company, line up by Juliet 108, right behind. Easy 96 Juliet Charlie.
Beaver 6-4, contact London Control on 129.430, good night.
129.430, Beaver 6-4.
Easy 74, actually.
Easy 74 X-ray, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Roger, clear land 08 right, thank you, Easy 74, actually.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Easy 96 Juliet Charlie via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Line up, 96 Juliet Charlie. But that aircraft landed, I didn't actually see it.
A firm, he's just vacating.
Roger. Must be stealth.
That well-known stealth EasyJet Airbus 319 they invested in. Easy 96 Juliet Charlie, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Easy 6 correction, 96 Juliet Charlie. I'll get that one.
Easy 74 X-ray, welcome to Gatwick. Hold short Alpha November, contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Bye-bye.
Roger, hold short Alpha November and 121.805, goodbye.
Bluebird 62 X-ray via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
5
Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up, speedbird 62 X-ray.
And Speedbird 62 X-ray, there will be a short delay for congestion.
Roger, no worries.
Tower, EC 616 Mike with you on Juliet.
Easy 616 Mike, Gatwick Tower, very good evening, hold Juliet 4.
Hold Juliet 4, EC 616 Mike.
And Gatwick Tower, Speedbird 2 Central 3, also with you on Juliet.
Speedbird 2743, Gatwick Tower, very good evening to you, hold Juliet 1.
Holding Juliet 1 for Speedbird 2 Central 3, thank you very much.
Easy 96 Juliet Charlie, contact London Control on 129.430. Have a great flight.
London 129430, thanks for your service, bye bye.
User joined your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
That's a message. Roger, Golf Mike Echo Mike Sierra from the south to land to me with the field in sight, please. Nice message. Roger, Golf Bravo November Mike Romeo is cleared for VFR circuits after departure. It's right hand circuit, not above altitude 1,500 feet. VFR squawk 7010. Oh, blimey, okay. Cool. Speedbird 62 X-ray, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 08 right, clear takeoff, Speedbird 62 X-ray.
Right, a helicopter VFR circuit. Intriguing.
Very good evening, Golf Mike Echo Mike Sierra.
Golf Mike Echo Mike Sierra, Gatwick Tower, very good evening. Report final, runway 08 right, number 1.
Report final 08 right, Golf Mike Sierra.
Speedbird 62 X-ray, contact London Control on 129.430. Good night.
London Control 129.430, Speedbird 62 X-ray, thanks for the service, bye bye.
Golf Bravo November Mike Romeo, Yankee 1.
Golf Bravo November Mike Romeo, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Hold Yankee 1.
Hold Yankee 1, Golf Bravo November Mike Romeo.
Golf Mike Romeo via Yankee 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Yankee 1 with runway 08 right line up, Golf Bravo November Mike Romeo.
Inter.
Mike. Pass message.
Visual circuit is active.
Roger.
Golf Bravo November Mike Romeo, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
08 right, clear for takeoff, Golf Mike Romeo.
Golf Mike Sierra, turning final 08 right, full stop.
Golf Mike Sierra, Roger, continue approach runway 08 right, number 1, surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots.
Continue approach, Golf Mike Sierra.
Golf Mike Echo Mike Sierra, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
08 right, clear to land, Golf Mike Sierra.
Beaver 2743 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up.
Line up 08 right via Juliet 1, speak via the 253.
And Golf Mike Romeo, report downwind with intentions.
Put down with intentions, Golf Mike Romeo. Golf Mike Romeo, downwind runway 08 right, touch and go.
Golf Mike Romeo, Roger.
Mike Sierra vacating data.
Golf Mike Sierra, welcome to Gatwick. Hold short, runway 08 left. Contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Bye bye.
Hold short 08 left, ground 121805. Thanks, Golf Mike Sierra.
Speedbird 2743, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, that's right, clear to take off as we try the 253.
Golf Mike Romeo, hover at the end of the downwind.
Over at the end of the downwind, Golf Mike Romeo.
Golf Mike Romeo, traffic information is an Airbus 340 on an 8-mile final for runway 08 right, report visual.
Roger, Golf Mike Romeo, not in sight just yet.
Beaver 2743, contact London Control on 129.430. Good night.
129.430, speak via the 253. Have a good evening, bye bye.
Easy 616 Mike behind the landing, Virgin Airbus 340 on a 6-mile final via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up behind.
Line up behind, landing A340, easy 616 Mike.
Hello, Virgin 9 Romeo, ILS approach runway 8 right.
Virgin 9 Romeo, Gatwick Tower, very good evening. The surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 08 right, Virgin 9 Romeo.
Virgin 9 Romeo, traffic information is a helicopter on the left downwind for runway 08 right, remaining south of the field.
Roger, Virgin 9 Romeo.
Golf Mike Romeo, Roger. Inter. Whenever you're able, if you could just make me a space to get a VFR circuit in between arrivals, that would be great. Thanks. Don't worry if not. Wizz Air 782, Gatwick Tower, good evening, hold Juliet 4. Easy 616, Mike, hold Juliet 1. Easy 616, Mike, the surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff. Virgin 9 Romeo, welcome to Gatwick, hold short Alpha November and contact Gatwick ground on 121.805, bye bye. Easy 49 Delta Bravo, Gatwick Tower, good evening. Traffic information is a helicopter on a left downwind for runway 08 right, remaining south of the field. Easy 49 Delta Bravo, continue approach runway 08 right, number 1, surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots. Golf Mike Romeo, traffic information is an EasyJet Airbus 319 on a 4-mile final for runway 08 right. Easy 49 Delta Bravo, surface wind 090 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, cleared to land. Easy 616 Mike, contact London Control on 129.430, good night. Wizz Air 782 via Juliet 1, runway 08 right, line up. Wizz Air 122 Gatwick Tower, good evening. Continue approach, runway 08 right, just becoming number 1. Surface wind 070 degrees at 6 knots. Easy 49 Delta Bravo, welcome to Gatwick. Hold short 08 left and contact Gatwick ground on 121.805. Good night. Wizz Air 782, the surface wind 070 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff. Inter. Visual circuit no longer active.
Channel switched.
Wizz Air 122, the surface wind 070 degrees at 6 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land as I wanted.
Wizz Air 782, contact London Control on 129.430. Have a good flight.
129.430, Wizz Air 782, thanks.